I had dislike for a lot of things that he was saying, and how he was acting. Being that, me, I'm a real individual. I just felt like, we was all cool for the time. Now remember this. No, I was older than Canelo is when I beat Canelo. So now, imagine seeing Canelo at 36 and me at 36, and we fight.
24 world champions, 5 divisions conquered, best defender of all time, right? Bud Crawford surpasses him in accolades because he's undisputed in 3 divisions. Both of them are fighters that fall great into their late 30s. However, Floyd has a deeper resume than Bud Crawford.
In a live interview, Terence Crawford spoke with confidence about Floyd Mayweather and his own place in boxing history. He declared that Mayweather's era is over and made it clear that this is his time to shine. Crawford stressed that the spotlight should no longer be on Mayweather, but on him, as the fighter leading the sport today. With certainty, he positioned himself as the face of boxing in the current generation.
Broadcast for Jake and Tyson, and some people like the likes of Carl Froch viewed that as an endorsement. Look, man, I'm just working. It's a big opportunity to be on Netflix. I didn't put the fight together. I'm not paying these guys. So, let's chill out. But all right, I'm not going to poo-poo this. I just don't know what CSI is. And the way it was presented made me think that there was like a secondary press release to come, that they'll be involved in like some sort of like virtual boxing thing. Like, it just didn't seem real. You know why it didn't seem real? I'll tell you why. There's no date attached to it. There's no venue attached to it. Forget rules. Exhibition, not exhibition, weight. I mean, here's a guy who fought a heavyweight fighting a... Forget all that. These things can get figured out. The fine details. The fact that it was announced... Why announce something with no date or location attached to it? What's the point? Unless you're just trying to get people excited and trying to get them... trying to get some investors or something like that.
But maybe also testing the waters. If the response was overwhelmingly positive, maybe you go, okay, we move forward. If the response is muted or negative, maybe you go, okay, we're not going to actually do this. You lob it out there as a way to pull the public, and then make an adjustment.
You don't think it happens?
I do not think it happens. I just don't think there will be enough interest. I know they have huge name value. There's zero after the last performance by Mike Tyson against Jake Paul. I don't think there's going to be interest in seeing Mike Tyson do that again.
Floyd Mayweather reminded fans that he had already outclassed Canelo Alvarez when he was older than him, showcasing both his skill and experience. He argued that Terence Crawford's victory over Canelo should not be overly celebrated, since both of their signature wins came against the same opponent. For Mayweather, this reinforces that his own triumph stands as the greater accomplishment, and Crawford's win does not elevate him above Mayweather's legacy.
Canelo's a hell of a fighter. He's a hell of a fighter. And everyone is now saying that he's not the same fighter. He's not looking the same. Now remember this. No, I was older than Canelo is when I beat Canelo. So now, imagine seeing Canelo at 36 and me at 36, and we fight. And now what they're gonna say? Well, now he got what? I don't know how many fights he got.
Some analysts contend that Terence Crawford cannot yet be placed on the same level as Floyd Mayweather, pointing to Mayweather's unmatched 50-0 record. They argue that surpassing Mayweather's legacy requires more than victories over elite opponents like Canelo Alvarez. A common suggestion is for Crawford to move up in weight and challenge David Benavidez, a dangerous and physically imposing fighter. Defeating Benavidez would not only showcase Crawford's fearlessness, but also prove his ability to overcome one of the toughest tests in boxing today. Until then, many experts maintain that despite his impressive accomplishments, Crawford cannot be remembered alongside Mayweather's greatness.
Look at Floyd's record, right? Floyd's legacy is 50-0, 24 world champions, 5 divisions conquered, best defender of all time, right? Bud Crawford surpasses him in accolades because he's undisputed in 3 divisions. Both of them are fighters that fought great into their late 30s. However, Floyd has a deeper resume than Bud Crawford, but both of their best wins are Canelo Alvarez. Canelo was a younger, greener Canelo when Floyd beat him. Bud beat an older, slower, but more seasoned Canelo. Now, Bud's not going to surpass Floyd because of the record. He's not going to make 50-0. Bud has to separate himself. What he has to do is do something that Floyd didn't do. Take on the challenges that people are scared for you to take. Just that's what separates Leonard and Durant from the rest. If Bud Crawford beats David Benavidez, he will surpass Floyd Mayweather as far as on the all-time list. As of right now, if Bud Crawford retires, I would have him somewhere around the top 5, top 7.
Trainer Robert Garcia offers a different viewpoint on the matter. He believes Terence Crawford is unlikely to jeopardize his legacy by facing David Benavidez. In Garcia's eyes, Crawford is a smart fighter who understands how to secure his place in boxing history without exposing himself to unnecessary risks. Benavidez's significant size advantage makes him a dangerous opponent who could potentially end Crawford's unbeaten record. For Garcia, the risk simply outweighs the reward, as Crawford's resume is already outstanding and doesn't require proving himself against someone outside his natural division. His perspective underscores the ongoing debate between taking legacy-defining risks and preserving a nearly flawless career.
There's no way. Crawford just got the biggest win in his career and one of the biggest wins in history. He doesn't need to go out there and risk. But that is too big, too strong. We don't want to see a champion do so much and accomplish so much and then end his career with a bad choice, a bad fight that he shouldn't take. I wouldn't do it.
Jeff Mayweather, Floyd's uncle, shared his perspective that although Terence Crawford clearly outclassed Canelo Alvarez, the win should not be treated as the ultimate benchmark. He noted that Canelo was no longer the same fighter he once was, lacking the sharpness and power that defined his prime. Jeff pointed out that before this bout, Crawford faced heavy criticism regarding the quality of his opponents, and even after defeating Canelo, some still question the significance of the victory. While he acknowledged the performance was impressive, Jeff emphasized that context matters. Canelo was not at his peak, and therefore the win should not automatically place Crawford beyond criticism.
Canelo knocks him out in the first half of the fight because he couldn't handle the power. And obviously that proved not to be, or to be the case, that Crawford could definitely handle the power. Were you surprised that, it didn't look like, maybe once or twice looked like maybe Crawford felt it, but never in any kind of real trouble?
Yeah, I don't think that Canelo really hit him. I mean, he hit him a couple times clean, but I mean, Crawford, Crawford's a big guy too. Crawford took it like nothing. I mean, he hit Canelo a few times. I mean, and Canelo took it as well. So I mean, basically, at the end of the day, I mean, they both took decent shots from each other, but Crawford just didn't get hit as much as Canelo did.
Do you think that was a case of you can't Canelo's a guy that's not out there throwing huge combinations, that he's more of a punch at a time kind of guy, and that's not going to work against someone as slick and talented as Bud Crawford?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, basically, Canelo was just one big shot, trying to land a big shot on Crawford, but Crawford wasn't having it. And Crawford at times would say, I guess say to himself, I need to, do a little more work, basically. And it seemed like he just did that. He would let his hands go.
Legendary fighter Roy Jones Jr. offered a sharp critique of Floyd Mayweather's legacy. He argued that outside of his bout with Canelo Alvarez, Mayweather did not consistently face the very best of his era at their peak. Jones questioned how Mayweather is so often labeled the greatest when many of his opponents were smaller, older, or past their prime. In his view, the legend status surrounding Mayweather is somewhat exaggerated compared to his actual accomplishments. While acknowledging that Floyd's undefeated record is historic, Jones emphasized that the quality and timing of his opposition leave room for debate, especially when compared to versatile fighters like Terence Crawford.
Is Floyd Mayweather top 5?
No, not in my. No,
not even top 10.
Maybe top 10. Maybe top 10, not top 5. So Floyd can fight. Don't get it wrong. Floyd can fight. But here's what my problem. Well, I understand. I know you're a Floyd fan. But here's my problem. Who did Floyd fight that was on his level when he fought? Only Canelo. That's it. Don't give me that stuff about the other guy that was going to prison. He know he's going to prison when he gets through. Then to take even further, Cotto was not on his level. Wait. Stop. Let me finish first.
You asked me a question.
Cotto already was done. And Cotto is an all-time great? No. Cotto's an all-time Puerto Rican great. Cotto's not an all-time great.
I agree.
He's an all-time Puerto Rican great. All right, so that's not great. That's not on your level. Pacquiao. You wait till Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez before you fought it. If you fought him 4 years ago, it'd have been something. But both of y'all were here. We'd have found out who the best was. You waited till Marquez knocked him out, now you fought him. If I wait till somebody beat James Conner before I fight him, do I get credit for being the greatest fighter of all time because I beat James?
No, you don't.
No, I don't. So my point is, you didn't do it the right way. You know that. Who else did you fight besides them? Best two names you can pull up besides Canelo.
What I'm saying is that who do you think around that time would have even beaten Floyd that he didn't?
So my point is, I'm not going to say who would have
I can't name him.
I'm not going to say who would have beat Floyd. Like I said, I'm just saying Floyd never fought nobody that was equal. He didn't fight a change. He didn't go looking for a change.
Another analyst drew a distinction between popularity and pure skill. He acknowledged that Floyd Mayweather's global fan base is unmatched, fueled by his undefeated record and massive pay-per-view success. But when judging talent alone, he argued that Terence Crawford may have the edge. Crawford's natural southpaw style, paired with his rare ability to switch stances seamlessly mid-fight, makes him adaptable to any opponent. This versatility has led many to believe Crawford's technical skill set even surpasses Mayweather's. The discussion ultimately raises a larger question in boxing. Should greatness be defined by global fame and numbers, or by raw talent and adaptability inside the ring?
Crawford versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. Who wins this fight? I'm going with Terence Crawford, and I don't think that's unpopular or crazy to say. I think most people will agree with me. I understand Floyd Mayweather has a lot of fans out there, but the truth is, as great as Floyd Mayweather is, Terence Crawford is one of one. And I say that because who else has knockout power in both hands, is able to switch stances between orthodox and southpaw so seamlessly while having great footwork? It's not like Terence Crawford is some stationary target or a flat-footed fighter that's going to be chasing Floyd around. Terence Crawford knows how to cut the ring off. He has tremendous ring IQ. And not only is he a great boxer, but he's a great fighter. He'll be able to make it dirty. If he is on the inside with Floyd, that power will carry him far. And I just don't see how Floyd will be able to beat a Terence Crawford. I really don't see it. I understand Floyd's defense is incredible, but he is smaller than Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford would have a significant reach advantage on Floyd Mayweather. I believe Terence Crawford would also be taller than Floyd Mayweather, as well as all the skillful and technical aspects of what I just laid out prior. So I don't understand how anybody could pick Floyd Mayweather to beat Terence Crawford. Styles make fights, and I believe Terence has the style to beat one Floyd Mayweather. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Whether you agree or disagree, it doesn't matter. Join the discussion, subscribe for more, and leave a like if you enjoyed the time spent. Thank you, York.